Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mira and this is Mira the Mage. We're coming with another kind of pick a card today, but it's really going to be based off of your signs. And this is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus signs. So you could just do one of those signs, or you could listen to all of them, or any combination that you would like. However it feels for you. Whatever feels right for you is going to be right for you. You know best. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of some love messages. So they're just general love messages, and we'll see what we get in the cards. And of course, if you're drawn to a specific pile that you maybe don't even have that sign in your chart, or that's not one of your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs, that is perfectly fine. You're drawn to what you're drawn to for a reason. So of course, trust your intuition above all. And remember 111 on the clock, that your intuition is always going to be what you should follow. And these are general messages. So take what resonates and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Okay? So, I'm out of breath. I apologize. So we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or whatever you're drawn to. And let's just get into it. Okay, I'm gonna move these down a little bit just because I like to sort of lay my cards out, and this is a lot on the table, and the timestamps are down below in the description. I always try to leave them in the comments, but I always forget. So if one of you guys wants to do that for me, if you're really that amazing, that would be great. If not, then yeah, I apologize. Just go to the description. Excuse me. All right, so starting off with Aries, sun, moon, rising, Venus. This is going to be what we have for you. We're just going to go by the cards one by one and see what messages come through. Like I said, this is general messages for your love life. And yeah, okay, so take whatever resonates and leave whatever doesn't. We have the Hermit. So I feel like you guys have, for a while, maybe you guys have been single for a while, or it feels like you guys have been looking for a while. So this could be that a lot of you guys have been single for a very long time. This could be that maybe you've been looking for love for a very long time, or really looking within for a while. And this is going to be different for each and every one of you, for each and every different placement. But what I'm really getting with this Hermit card is that you have done the work. For my Aries placements, you guys, majority and most of you, have really done the work that needed to be done in order to really manifest that that safe, secure, strong relationship that you've been asking for. Okay, so if you've been asking like how much longer is it gonna be, I do see you guys coming to your oasis soon, and I'm sort of getting like, but is it gonna be a mirage type of thing, you know, because like we're talking desert here, so bear with me. You guys have been walking in the desert for a very long time, and you've hallucinated some sort of mirage of an oasis, probably multiple times. You guys have probably encountered certain people, certain energies that maybe felt or looked like something promising, but it just never ended up working the way that it should have, or the way that you wanted it to. 444. And that was because it was just supposed to be an experience. It wasn't supposed to be a lifetime, right? It was just supposed to be a chapter, not the ending. Okay. And that might have been a real big struggle. It might have been really difficult. I can definitely understand that. But I am seeing that especially with this like bright light that's coming off, if you can see, like that shining light right there, it's like you guys are getting there. It's happening soon. That's what I'm hearing. It's happening soon. For a lot of you guys, you might have even given up on love. Look, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I'm also hearing don't push away what you really want. So you guys could really have like a tendency. This could be a fear, survival tendency. This could be an ego tendency to push away things when they get too in depth. Push away things when they're starting to seem good, because you guys could have a tendency of waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I'm really feeling like there is no shoe that's going to drop. I'm really seeing you guys being protected by your angels here. Yeah, serendipity. This is something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of joy. This is not something that you have to worry about. This is something that is coming. And look, overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. And it's sort of like the story, I forget what it is, but it's like that nobody can take that sword out of that stone, but this one person can. And I feel like that sword in the stone is like the icicle in your heart, or you know, that, yeah, the icicle in your heart, or the icicle encompassing your heart. And I feel like there's been a lot of people who tried as hard as they could, try as they might, but it just never happened. You just never allowed yourself to sort of melt away that ice, or sort of let your walls down. And I feel like with this new person who is coming in, it really does feel new. It doesn't feel like something that you've experienced before. It doesn't feel like a person that you've encountered before. It really just feels like somebody new who is going to make you feel things that maybe you haven't felt in a while, or maybe you never really felt like you could feel anymore because it's been so long. But I do see like some sort of real true love soulmate energy coming in for you guys, and it seems really good. So don't worry. It's not like something that you have to, it's not like something that you have to worry about or fear for or anything like that. It seems like something that's genuinely going to be good for you, that's genuinely going to be right for you when it comes in. And it's going to come in at the perfect time too. Like, it's going to come in and it's going to surprise you. Okay. All right. So for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, let's get to it. We have the Four of Pentacles. You guys are waiting. Are you waiting on a person, or have you been waiting for a specific person? Are you just waiting for love to come in? I don't know. We'll see. But I do see real self-love and real self-care going on here. I feel like you guys have really been working on fixing yourself, really been working on catering to yourself. And I feel like because of that, you guys like have this overflow of love and abundance to share with another person. It's sort of like you guys have been really working on making sure that you guys have a surplus, and it might look selfish to other people. You might even think that like, oh, I'm being selfish, but you're really not. You're doing what you have to do for you, and that is ultimately going to be the best thing that you can do. Because when we create our happiness for ourselves, and then the right person comes along, we don't need to rely on them for happiness. We just know that we are happy with or without them. And you know, if they are the right person for us, they can come in and we can share the happiness that we've already cultivated. We can share the beautiful amazing life that we've already cultivated for ourselves, you know, with them. this is not relying on anybody else to be your happiness, because you are already your happiness. You are already finding your happiness as an individual. And so whoever comes in, or whoever you're going to be dealing with, or whoever you are dealing with, is just an add-on. It's just a bonus, and that's really good energy. Look, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. There might be some sort of compromise that needs to happen here. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like oh, you have to compromise a lot, or you have to compensate. It doesn't feel like compensation. It just feels like honest, pure compromise, and that's really, really good. So there might be like compromising, you know, a little bit of your not a little bit of your freedom, but like your free time. You know, it's gonna feel like, do I really want to do that? And then you're gonna start to do it, and it's gonna be like, oh, like, this is actually not a sacrifice at all. This is actually something that, you know, if I would have seen the way that it would have worked out, I would have never been hesitant to make this effort, right? Look, chaos and conflict. So you guys might have experienced a lot of chaos and conflict in your relationships, and I feel like the reason why you guys have experienced this chaos and conflict in the past is because you were trying to enter relationships on sort of like a, what's the word, superficial level. Not saying that you guys are superficial, but it could have been that you guys were trying to enter relationships or trying to entertain relationships with superficial people, or you guys were trying to entertain relationships or entertain people when you were still finding out and figuring out who you were. But now you're starting to, and I feel like you've actually really dug super deep into yourselves, and now you're starting to actually realize who you are. You're really coming into and integrating a lot of yourself. You're coming into a lot of really deep self-actualization, and because you guys have made the effort to get to know yourself on a deeper level, this is going to allow your connections to also deepen and be stronger as well. Look, joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. This is a relationship, whatever is coming for you, or whatever you have your eyes set on. Whoever you have your eyes set on, it is going to be something that's going to be really good for you. It's going to bring you a lot of joy, but you got to open your heart to it, and you got to give it a chance, right? Excuse me. All right, for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Risings, this is going to be your reading. We have, wow, the Ace of Materials. So your next relationship is going to be something that really sticks. This isn't going to be something like, ooh, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the candle. There's no draft in here. It's absolutely going crazy, but that's on its own. Like, your next relationship is going to be something that sticks, and it's going to be something that sticks because you're allowing yourself to set like into it with stable footing. It's like you're not going anywhere. There's like nothing that can deter you. Maybe you guys have been really flighty in the past, or really unsure, very back and forth about what you want and what is right for you. Or maybe you guys have encountered a lot of people who had that type of energy, but spirit is really coming through. God and the universe is really coming through to tell you that this next thing, it's really gonna stick. It's not like an Ace of Wands, an Ace of Swords, and Ace of Cups, where it can go as fast as it came. This is something that's stable. This is a pentacle. This is earth energy. This is something that you can trust, that you can lean into, right? Look, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. Yep. Orphaned. Yeah, this is definitely like this flighty type of energy. Like, either you have been the one who feel like you've orphaned other people, and in turn, in orphaning other people, you also felt orphaned, because this is like a let me leave them before they can leave me type of energy. Or maybe you guys have encountered those type of people with that type of energy. Remember, you can always switch the energy up if you feel like it's, you know, reversed or anything like that. But there's this energy of like, it was never stable. It was never mine. Like, I could never grasp it. I could never hold it. And every time I tried to get it, it would just like pull further. It's sort sort of reminding me of like that one commercial where the guy is dangling a dollar bill on a fish hook in front of the person, and she tries to get it, and she tries to get it, and she tries to get it, but every time she tries to get it, he reels it in a little bit more. He reels it in a little bit more. And this could be how some of the people that you've dealt with acted towards you, with their heart, with their love, with their commitment. Or this could be how maybe you have acted in the past, because you were operating from like a mindset of fear, a mindset of, you know, I can't allow myself to be caught, because, you know, like, it's like I don't want to settle because I don't want to inevitably get hurt, because maybe you guys have really just believed that it was inevitable that you were going to get hurt either way. So if I'm going to get hurt either way, I might as well be the one to cut it off. That type of energy. But I feel like you guys are really healing that, and because you are really healing that, you're starting to understand that it is actually safe for you to love. And that's, you know, some people are you know, going to hurt you, but there are other people who won't, right? Not everybody will, you know, and there are some people who will stick. There are some people who have stuck. There are some people who, you know, who have been true. There are some people who will be true and who will really love you the way that you need to be loved. And you just have to open your heart to that, right? Look, we have Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. You guys are definitely healing your heart chakra right now, and you're healing a lot of toxic mindsets and implanted beliefs surrounding love, that these beliefs that you hold or that you held about love were not even your beliefs. They were beliefs that were sort of implanted in your mind by other people who had horror, like horror stories when it came to their love life. Maybe you've heard like all the difficult bullshit that everybody's went through. Maybe your parents had a really difficult relationship or something like that, and it was really, really hard for you to grasp the fact that maybe love is actually real, and maybe love can actually be a good thing instead of being something that's toxic or being something that's fleeting. And I feel like you're really healing that mindset, because you're healing that mindset and you're recognizing that a lot of what you believe about love, especially the toxic and difficult, hurtful things that you believe about love, were not actually your own. You know, they were not things that they were not ideals that you forged on your own. They were ideals that you have clung to because this is what you've seen from others. And maybe even things that you've experienced in the past. Because you're healing that, you are getting this, right? All right, Cancer. Oop. Cancer, we have the Queen of Swords. And then we have release your ex. The time has come for you to clear your energy. I kind of want to let your cards just sit, and then we'll go through them. Happy. And then we have surrendering to the journey. Yeah, there is some sort of release that's going on within your love life right now, whether this is releasing old ideals about a person. It sort of reminds me of the show Grey's Anatomy, where Addison tells Derek, she's like, there's this, you know, box that I put you in because like I needed you to stay in this box, and you know, I have to put you back in this box. Maybe you've set a sort of box around somebody, whether this is a box, you know, like maybe you have boxed this person or this relationship in, saying, you know, well, this is just how it's going to happen, and this is how things are going to be. And I feel like you guys are coming to terms with maybe that was something that was just derived out of fear, or maybe that was your rose-colored glasses, because for some of you, this box that you've put love and relationships in, it was more negative, and it was coming from fear. And for others of you, you've sort of boxed somebody or relationships into maybe a more positive box or positive looking box, and that was just really rose-colored glasses. So whatever it is, it was sort of like you guys had a distorted perception here. Whether it was a distorted perception, like you had rose-colored glasses on, or you had like more like shades on. So either you were seeing things, and this is going to be different for everybody, either you were seeing things more on the shadow or in the shadow energy, and that was a distortion, or you were seeing things more on the positive, more on the potential, and that was a distortion. But there's with this, the Queen of Swords right here, and happy, and surrendering to the journey, it's like you guys are finally starting to see things as they are, instead of as you wanted them to be, or as your ego was tricking you and telling you that they were. But yeah, it's like you guys are getting more of a grasp on what it actually is, rather than what you had assumed it to be, whether your assumptions be negative, positive, rose-colored glasses, shades, whatever it is. But you guys are really coming to like this understanding that, you know, like it is safe for you to be honest with yourself, right? Whether that, you know, whatever way this resonates, it is safe for you to be honest with yourself. And yeah, that's really what I'm feeling for you guys. Okay. Whew. Leo, sun, moon, rising, Venus. All right, we have the Hierophant. You guys have been asking a lot of questions about your love life or about a specific person, and I feel like your intuition has been trying to tell you something, and maybe you haven't been listening to it. Maybe you just don't trust your intuition, or maybe your intuition is telling you something that you don't want to hear. It could be that your intuition is telling you something that you don't want to hear, so you haven't really been listening to it because you don't want that to be true. Or for some of you, it could be that your intuition is telling you something that is actually what you would prefer to hear, but you don't really want to listen to it just in case it's not true. That sort of energy here. Look, we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I feel like when it comes to like this new relationship, if this is a new person you're asking for, you've been asking if it's safe, is it good for you? And it feels like a yeah. Look, imagine, like, think about the potential. Like, of course, don't make moves only off of potential if they're not showing you anything physical, or if they're not showing you anything emotional. Like, of course, go off of what's actually happening. But I'm feeling like this is saying expand your horizons. Like, don't just don't think worst case scenario all the time just because it's happened before, right? And then we have taking shelter. The answers are within. Talk about the Hierophant. The answers are within. This whole spread right here, Leo, is all about you trusting your intuition and what it's telling you. So I don't feel like I can tell you anything that you already don't know yourself, right? This is all about you listening to you, and you listening to your intuition, and just being upfront with yourself and saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna listen to me because I know that my intuition is being real, right? Like, I know that my intuition is right, because when is it not? Type of energy, right? Okay. Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. We have the Queen of Wands, 22:22 on the clock. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Between worlds. And then we have vast vistas. Expand your horizons. Okay, so there might be a certain person that you are a little stuck on right here. And there's this energy of needing to release somebody. There's somebody who takes you out of character. You're dealing with somebody who either takes you out of character and makes you feel a lot of rage, a lot of anger, and a lot of frustration. There is somebody, I feel like there's like gaslighting energy here. It's like there is definitely somebody who is distorting your perception or lying to you. This does not feel like somebody who is very truthful. So if you are currently dealing with somebody, I would definitely say to pay attention to the red flags. And if you feel like something is off within your intuition and in your heart, then you need to really pay attention to those feelings that you are getting, because there is somebody here who is not doing you right. There is somebody here who is not being 100% truthful. They're showing you certain parts of themselves, but not all of themselves. They're keeping certain things hidden, and they're keeping certain things on the hush. there's definitely some sort of like, maybe they have somebody else sort of energy, or maybe they're just telling you that they want certain things that they're really not interested in right now. This is somebody who says, yeah, I really want a relationship, but only after you say that you really want a relationship. You know, I always tell people, especially my feminines, sorry guys, but I always tell people, let your person answer certain questions first, right? If you're just going on a date with somebody, let that person like answer certain questions first, right? If you're dealing with somebody, let that person answer the question of what they want first, you know, because you know that you're going to be honest, whatever it is, because you're not in this to manipulate anybody or just to get what you want out of it, right? So if you're asking questions, or if someone asks you like, well, what are you really looking for right now, ask them to answer the question first, because sometimes you will strike you know, sometimes you will encounter manipulators and gaslighters, and they will only tell you what you want to hear. And if they ask you what you want out of a relationship, if they ask you what you're looking for, and you're looking for something more serious, even if they're looking for something more casual, a lot of the times they will tell you what you want to hear in order to get what they want from you. And that really seems like the energy of whoever you're dealing with right here. So expand your horizons, know that you can do better. Okay. All right, Libra, sun, moon, rising, Venus. This is going to be your reading. We have the 3 of Pentacles. So your guides are really helping you when it comes to your love life. Maybe you've had a lot of difficulty. It's sort of like you guys could have like sort of like your pick of the litter here. I do feel like you guys have a lot of options, and I feel like your guides, your intuition is really helping you like sort out like, and like it's really an energy of your guides are helping you discern. Or maybe this is like a need to, this is a need to ask friends as well. Like I usually say to go with what you feel, because it is your life, right? But there is like this energy of you maybe needing a second opinion, or you're not necessarily trusting yourself 100%, and maybe you're not necessarily trusting the messages that you get from your guides right now. And so you need to go to like a trusted friend, a cousin, somebody who you know is going to keep it real with you. Don't just go ask advice from people who you know share your same mindset and share your same situation, because they're always going to tell you what you want to hear. They're always going to give you the same perspective in which you already have. Go ask other people with different perspectives. Go ask other people who you know will not just cater to your feelings. You know, go ask people who you know really care about you enough to be very honest with you. And whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, you're needing to ask other people what's going, you know, like to help you discern what's going on here. Look, pay attention to the red flags. Yep, the signs are cautioning you. You could be dealing with somebody with a lot of red flags, and maybe you're thinking like, I don't know if this is a red flag or if this is an orange flag. I don't know. Like, and so your guides are saying, well, if you don't believe us and you don't believe the signs that we're sending you, go ask somebody that you trust to give you an honest answer, right? No place like home. Yeah, this is coming back to yourself, There's really a big need for like self-love here, Libra. And I know sometimes like Libra is definitely the sign of relationships. It's the sign of connection. Libras love their friendships. They love their circle, right? And so it's like you really need to come back to home, right? Come back to the self. Okay, treat yourself, treat your body like the temple that it is, and treat yourself like stop feeding yourself what you don't deserve in terms of relationships, in terms of food, in terms of what you watch, what you do, activities and stuff like that. This is really a need to like be healthier with your decision making. And then we have great adventure, take a risk and venture forward. So this could be somebody, you could be dealing with somebody that you've dealt with for a while, and you just, you know, you just don't want to move forward, or you just want to give this person the benefit of the doubt. But there's sort of this need to be realistic with yourself and ask yourself, is this really healthy for you? Right? It's okay to start over. It's okay to start anew. It's okay to do things differently. And yeah, whatever you lose, it might hurt to lose it, but if it wasn't giving you what you deserve, or if they weren't treating you the way that you needed to be treated, it wasn't truly a loss. Okay? It might not feel like that, but that's what it is, for real. So we have Scorp, Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces, yeah. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the 9 of emotions, some sort of emotional fulfillment coming in for you guys, or you're manifesting some sort of emotional fulfillment. This could also be you fulfilling your own emotions, you pouring into your own cup. Look, free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. For a lot of you guys, you could be asking, like, if it's right to release a certain person or release a certain connection, and Spirit is telling you yes. Spirit is really wanting you to realize how unique you are and how different you are, and make you understand that you don't, like, if somebody is not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, then you don't need them in your life. Right? Because you can find better. You will find better. Maybe perhaps you've even found better. And there's some sort of like an energy of like a downgrade here. I don't know. Look, why? Ask yourself, why are you doing the things that you're doing? If it is not fulfilling you, why are you doing it? If it is not fulfilling you, why are you keeping it in your life? You know, this is also like an energy of like asking yourself why you are in the position that you are in. There's some shadow work that's needed to be done here, Scorpio. Literally, like, you guys are like the sign of the shadow. There is a need to do some sort of shadow work and ask you what would fulfill you, and how to get there, and why are you settling for less? Why are you not giving yourself the love, respect that you deserve by settling for something that you know is less than, that you know is unworthy of you, right? Watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Yeah, there's a need to, like I said, meditation, or I don't know if I said that or if I was just thinking about it because of her stance, but like meditation would definitely do you guys some good. Take naps if needed, because your energy, like, I don't know if you're around a specific person that isn't really good for you, but there is definitely a need to rest, definitely a need to like gather your energy, or like just find some time in solitude, because there's a lot going on without you. Like, there's a lot going on around you, and there's also a lot going on within you. So in order to get a clear mind and make clear decisions from a clear mind, you're going to need to take your rest, and have some relaxation time in solitude, especially meditation, and that's going to bring you your answers here. Okay. All right, so Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's get into it. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Some sort of equal exchange, or the lack of it. Let's see what your cards are telling you about. Look, ooh. Express your, I'm feeling that because this dropped from my hand, there's like a need to have, like, there's either a need to trust in this person or in this new person that is coming in. So if you're with somebody, there's like, I'm hearing like you can trust them, excuse me. And if this is like a new person that you're asking about, like coming in, or like, you know, the next person that you're gonna date or whatever, 3333, that is like, you can trust this person. It is going to be an equal energy exchange. Maybe you guys have been in like a lot of situations where people have taken and didn't give what they needed to give, they took way more than they were able to give, or than they were willing to give, right? And I'm hearing the phrase, like, if they wanted to, they would. And I'm feeling like this new person, they will, okay? So, but there is this, like, if there's this sort of like hardening of the heart here, Sagittarius, because of your past experiences with people who really did you wrong and didn't have your best interests at you know, at heart. There is like this energy of maybe you guys have hardened your heart, or maybe you guys have like sort of just made up your mind that nobody is good enough for you, or that, you know, nobody can love you the way that you need to be loved, or nobody will love you the way that you need to be loved, or everybody's gonna fuck you over. And the reason why I feel like I dropped this card is like Spirit is saying, don't allow your hardened heart to push away good things, right? Don't allow your hardened heart to like take away from what you could have with this person who actually will be able and willing to give you what you need, right? Look, breathe. You can take a breather. This is going to be this person is going to be very much different than what you've experienced. Look, wise leader, you are a beacon for others. So I feel like it's like this person is going to they're going to match your energy. And I don't feel like they'll match your energy in the sense of like, oh, well, if you're acting toxic, they will act toxic as well. That's like a power struggle. That's so, you know, but it's like the energy of like, if you open yourself up to them, then they will be the person that you need them to be. At least for this point, and you know, as however long this relationship is meant to last, whether it be a lifetime or just a chapter, it's different for each of you guys. But this is somebody that you can trust if you open yourself up to them. However, if you don't open yourself up to them, I do feel like this person will say, you know what, I deserve better than somebody who's just gonna be closed off to me. And I do believe that they will release and leave the connection, which is probably why this card tried to jump away from me. So it's like, you can either open your heart and learn to trust and work with this person, or you can run away, you can flee, and, you know, miss out on the potential of a really, really good connection here. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Chariot, leading with your, I'm hearing you leading with your heart, but this is coming from the solar plexus here. It's like you have an army of guides behind you, or leading the way for you. Your guides have really taken like the forefront. I feel like your guides are pulling you, where usually your guidance system and your spiritual team will sort of just be there to support, but they'll allow you to pull the carriage and you to make the decisions. It's sort of like your guides are like, nope, this is what we're doing and this is where we're going, because this is where we need you to be. They're sort of like, they need you to be in a certain position like right now, and they're kind of pulling the reins for you right now. So I feel like anything that you guys have been pondering, even if it doesn't have to do with love, it's like whatever happens, whether it be happening the way that you want it to happen, better than what you want it to happen, or maybe, you know, going in a way that you didn't anticipate, or that you didn't really, or that you don't really appreciate in the moment, it's happening for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason, and it's divinely guided. Your life, your whole motto right now is, my life is divinely guided. You know, my choices are divinely guided. My path is divinely guided and divinely protected. Look, past life relationship, you have known each other before. So this could be somebody, you guys could, your guides could be highlighting a relationship with somebody you've already been in a relationship with, or you've already dealt with, maybe somebody you were back and forth with, or this could be somebody new coming in, and this could be, like recognition, like maybe you guys have dealt with this person in a past life, and that's why they're gonna feel so different from anybody that you've dealt with before. Look, flexible. There's a need to be flexible, and there's a need to not make any harsh, concrete decisions at the moment, because like I said, your guides are running the show. So even if you want to say, yeah, I'll stay right here, your guides are like, well, yeah, you can stay right here for a minute, but like when we say go, it's go. When we say jump, it's jump. It's like my math teacher used to say, when I say jump, you say how high, now jump. And then everybody would say how high, you know. It's like that sort of energy here, and it's sort of like your guides are warning you not to make any sort of concrete decisions right now, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. So you're needing to be flexible, because they've got, like, look at the egg, right? They've got a lot in store for you, and you are sort of perched up on that egg, and it's like you know that they've got a lot in store for you, but you can't see inside of the egg. You don't necessarily know exactly what it is that they've got in store for you, but you know that, like, it's there, and it's happening. I feel the need to, like, add the 7 plus the 19, so 26 also reduces down to 8. So this is like endings and beginnings of cycles here. Also look up the spiritual meaning or the numerology of the number 26. Okay, we have reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Look, reaching your destination, and then we have the Chariot right there. The Chariot pulls you to your destination. So we're starting off with the Chariot, ending with the reaching your destination. So you should know that there are conclusions within reach, right? As long as you continue to take care of yourself and continue to make decisions for yourself, by yourself, and stay flexible. Don't become too emotionally attached to any certain outcome right now. Then your spirit guides are saying, like, everything is going to be okay. Either way, no matter what you do, what you say, what you think, everything is going to be okay, because like I said, your spirit guides are running the show right now. But there's just this need to, like, sort of like allow things to be what they are, even if you are uncomfortable with the changes that may come. Okay, so we have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We have the 10 of Wands right here. We're going to lay all your cards out. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Clean it up. And then we have view from above, get the big picture. So you guys are kind of like Capricorn, being advised not to make any certain big moves. The only moves that you guys need to be making are like mental moves. The only moves that you guys need to be making are like, you know, like what makes me happy right now. I do feel like Spirit is saying that within your love life, soon things are going to start to move really, really fast. Soon you are going to start to see things fall into place, and you're going to start to understand the bigger picture of things. You're going to start to see why things happened the way that they happened, even if you didn't like the way that they happened. You're going to start to understand why they happened the way that they did, and why Spirit had to sort of push certain things out of your life for certain reasons and certain seasons. And you're going to start to really understand why everything happened the way that it did, especially the things that you weren't so happy about. So they're saying stay optimistic about your love life, because everything was moving for you, not, you know, nothing was just happening to you, just because, you know, like this is punishment or karma or whatever. Like everything was happening for you, and it might not have looked like that at the moment, you know, but sometimes Spirit puts you in places that, you know, like you need to be in, and, you know, it doesn't always feel good. Sometimes it feels like you're carrying this heavy burden, but sometimes you need to feel like you're carrying that heavy burden in order to gather the knowledge that you need to gather in order to down the line. I don't know. There's just sort of like, it's just sort of telling me like everything will make sense soon. Like nothing, it's not supposed to make sense right now. You're not supposed to be sure. You're not supposed to be absolutely 100% concrete on anything right now, because everything will make sense soon, Aquarius. Okay, so stay optimistic and know that your manifestations are coming through, even if it isn't the way that you see them coming through, even if it isn't the way that you were intending them to come through. Okay, Aquarius? So Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. This is going to be your reading, and look, the candle's going out like right now. So Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Wow, we have the King of Materials. Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Treasure Island. Beautiful. You guys are, yeah, look, narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So you guys are coming into some sort of wish fulfillment with somebody that you guys have an immense amount of chemistry with. It's gonna feel like winning the jackpot. And you look, there's a bridge right here, and there's also a bridge right here. So you guys have been on this journey for a very long time. Things have been very slow. Look at the turtle here. Things have been really, really slow, but I'm hearing like slow and steady wins the race. You know, good things come to those who wait. And so like it might feel like you guys have been playing a waiting game, or the universe has been playing like a waiting game with you, sort of dangling your happiness right in front of your face. And Spirit is really saying that when it comes to your love life, things are going to start to seem a lot more magical. Like, don't these pictures look so magical? Like, there's a turtle with a treasure chest on its back. You know, like, look at how, like, magically, like, it's just, like, floating up there. Like, it's just weird. It's very magical, very ethereal. Excuse me. And then look at these, like, this could only be described as magical, and the way that they're just sort of lifting up the roses, like levitating the roses, and they're like made out of roses. It's very magical. And then we have the chemistry card, and they're literally doing magic together. Like, you're going to meet somebody, or you're going to come in contact with somebody, or you're going to start to be, or whoever you're asking about, thinking about, like, it's going to feel like magic when you're together. It's going to feel like two peas in a pod. It's going to feel like how you've never thought that it could feel like this before. Like, and it's going to be so good. This is something like, this is good things coming for you guys, Pisces. This relationship here is going to feel like pure magic. This relationship here is going to, like, yeah, it might have been a long journey, it might have taken a long time, but it's going to feel so good, and you're not going to understand why you ever thought it couldn't, you know, or you ever thought you couldn't get this, or you never thought you could attain this, right? But it's happening, and it's going to happen soon. Okay, that is what I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one. Toodles.